So this is some of the laws that I'm going to enforce once I'm the true king, because in Canada, which is a British Commonwealth country, the Queen's on the $20 bill. Christian Erik, Arne, Meyer is supposed to be on the $100 bill overtly very soon. So, anyways, they allow me to be violated throughout the world. Like my doctor, he's from Africa, and I've been assessed by 2 Canadian doctors, and I was released. And my brother said I threw him down a dumpster, like a garbage dumpster. We lived on the 4th floor. I have video evidence of the dumpster. It was small enough for a white plastic bag. Maybe if he was 5 years old, he could have went down the dumpster. But I was 12 years old at the time when I lived in that building. They waited 30 years to say that I had psychotic tendencies then. And then they said I have schizoaffective disorder. I'll just show you here later on in this. But that's usually for women, and it's by 17 to 35. They said I was in my 40s when this happened, and I've never hallucinated, and that's one of the criteria for it. And maybe I did a screenshot of it instead. But so that's one of the criteria, and I don't have any mania. And he also said that I was bipolar. I've never exhibited any bipolar characteristics. So let's see so I'll just Google search in here. Go to my history, and with the AI overview on with Google now, even when you go in your history like this, they'll give you different results than when you search. Like I went for one, like looking for the egg before the chicken. I've gotten 3 different pieces of information. Every time I look, I get something different. So let's see. Schizoaffective disorder is usually for women. Chronic mental illness that involves a combination of schizophrenia and mood disorder symptoms. I don't have any mood disorder, and schizophrenia is usually determined in men from 17 to early 20s. They said I did at 42 years old, and I've been assessed by 2 Canadian trained doctors, and I was released without medication, but an African trained doctor medicated me. And I'll just show you right here. And I haven't I haven't hallucinated or anything ever. And so let's see. Nobel Prizes by the answer is fucking 0. Okay, Max Seller, okay, he's not black. None have won in the sciences: physiology, medicine, physics, chemistry, or probably psychology. No Nobel Prize has ever been won by a black African. This is science, this is proof. So anyways, and then bipolar. Let's see what bipolar is. Bipolar disorder. Previously known as manic depression, mental health condition that causes extreme mood swings, affecting a person's energy, activity levels, and ability to function daily. These mood swings are more severe. Normal ups and downs can involve emotional highs, mania or hypomania, lows, depression. So I haven't had never exhibited any of these characteristics ever. I posted over 1,000 videos, and in none of my videos have I exhibited any bipolar characteristics. So they're trying to hide other people's culpability through me and my Christian Erik, Arne, Meyer. So when I was assessed, so first of all, Canada was like, at first they said somebody from the community formed me, because in Canada it's basically a witch hunt. it's basically a witch hunt in Canada. You could, in Canada, it's basically a witch hunt. So basically, you could just be like, okay, well, like that person, they're a threat to me. And then they could be formed, like, it's called a form 2. They could be like, okay, they're a threat to themselves or another person. Then they have to be mentally evaluated for 72 hours. So you know what they said when I was in the police cruiser? Oh, Myers has been apprehended. You don't apprehend mental health patients. You assess them. You fucking monsters. That C. O'Brien, the cop, he felt up my pockets. I'll show you right here. His hands was like this, like pushed away from my pocket. Then after he revealed that there was nothing in my pockets, he turned his hand towards my ass and cut my buttocks. He sexually assaulted me. I mentioned this on his body cam. And there's no statute of limitations to sexual assault, C. O'Brien. See how my micro expressions change because he's aware of this. Watch this. I'm going to tune in perpetrators when they're unexpected. You watch my cheeks drop like that. No human could control their micro expressions and make their cheeks drop. I'll do it with 3 seconds after I go silent, because when I'm talking, I could cause my cheeks to go down. But 3 seconds after I pause, I'm going to tune in some generational pedophiles that are human, like hijacking my body with chemical electrolysis using technology with the piezoelectric effect. So you can see how my micro expression changed. Did they just hack my eyebrows? Right? Are they trying hard to make it so my cheek muscles don't exhibit these characteristics by hacking my brain? So there, my cheek muscles did drop slightly there. So everything I post online, all they do is spend a tremendous amount of money to hide this evidence. And I have clear mucus that shows green snot in it. That's nanotechnology. The first time I did it, they made the green snot disappear to try to hide their culpability. But then the next time I didn't fold it up. So the next time I left it out, and I posted a video online already. So they didn't like that. So every time my eyebrows drop, I'm tuning in somebody else that wasn't paying attention to me. Like right now, watch my cheeks. See how my cheeks dropped when I said that? So once again, I just tuned in somebody. When I said once again, that's why my cheek muscles dropped. Let's see somebody make their cheek muscles drop. So yesterday, I was like in front of an attendant at the hospital. Like I was, on the elliptical machine, vigorously, pedaling. So first of all, my heart rate went from 92, then it jumped up to 107. Then I'm like, oh, Andrew, watch me lower my heart rate with my brain. I'm going to consciously try to lower my heart rate with my brain. And I did. They don't open up the gym during cell phone time. If not, I'd be able to film this. Be like, okay, you can see me pedaling, you can see me pedaling, you can see me pedaling. Now I'm going to lower it with my brain. And then it takes a second so the number doesn't rise. And then the number starts dropping. Right? So I could prove this to the doctor, but he's a fucking idiot. And, I showed him my unique skeleton. I have bones in my feet that no human has. I showed him my sternum, which is different than every other human. And I posted a video online that he must not be aware. But it shows different people, like a regular guy flexing his pectoral muscles. Then I show my pectoral muscles. Like a regular pectoral muscle goes up like say halfway. Mine goes all the way up. All the way up. So I show a video. It's like a 1 minute long video. And so in Canada, once again, they're assessing me for mental health issues. Like, so it took 30 years for somebody to say that I exhibited psychotic tendencies, and only a black doctor was fooled by this. And then I've never exhibited any bipolar characteristics, but that's just like schizoaffective disorder with bipolar tendencies. None of my videos exhibited any of this. If they did, how come I don't have any videos where I'm super happy and then videos where I'm depressed? I just have videos where I'm pissed off, stressed in my anxiety or angst against the Canadian government. That's all there is. Or videos where I wrote a country song. I'll play 3 different songs. I'm the most talented human that's ever lived. I'll play you 3 different songs. One's a country song, one's a reggae song, and one's a R&B song. And I put a guy in a straight flush in Texas Hold'em poker. There was 2 straight flush possibilities. There was a 4 of a kind, 3 full houses, a 3 of a kind, and 3 2 pairs. The odds were 1 in 30.3 million. And I did it the very first time. And I posted, I was trying to get sponsored by poker at this point. And was trying to get sponsored, for poker. I posted over 60 videos. I only got 28 views on YouTube from that and 0 likes because of these haters. Like, do I have more than 1 million secret haters? My face is going to drop after I stop speaking in 3 seconds. You can see my face drop. So I have over 1 million secret haters that stalk me. Does Canada have a censorship bill specifically to suppress myself, Christian, Erik, Arne, Meyer, mainly? So they have a censorship bill. So now I'm going to play you 3 songs, and you're going to hear the quality, because I got this natural voice, and then I can be talking. They're hacking me right now. But my Jamaican voice, man, I just Google searched Jamaican voice, and then I was able to simulate a Jamaican voice. And then I made another one where I sound like a Brit called I'm a Ninja, right? So, basically I have amazing mimicry skills. But the Canadian government, I've been told by 2 people I'm the smartest person on the planet that they've ever met. And I've been the first in the world in 2 games and been told by 5 people I'm the most likable person they've ever met. And my aura is different from every other human on the planet. If you were to look at it with the instrumentation, my aura is different from every other human. So here, I'll show you. So this is, right here, this is father and son with evolutionary genes. So this is me throwing a football once, and then my son was filming, and then I walked over, I grabbed the camera, he paused it, I walked over, grabbed the camera from him, he walked over with a soccer ball and did this once. This was 1 take, we only tried once, both of us only tried once for this video. This was from 32 yards away from me. Hit in the crossbar. So that was crossbar. So once again, then he paused it. And then he walked over. He was over 5 feet tall. Look how small he was here. He's the best soccer player on the planet. I seen him practice for about 45 minutes, a half hour in the backyard, kicking against a net in the backyard. And not once did the soccer ball go over the fence. He didn't have to climb the neighbor's yard once. So this song, I basically, at the Toronto Reference Library, they have a room where you could do this. So I found free hip hop beats online, and I did this within 1 or 2 takes, this song.
Crank up the music, turn the lights down low for this party of 2. Pull them in close, taking off each other's clothes slowly, navigating each other's bodies slowly, like it's your hobby, giving each other's checkups. Impressive. You got what the other one want, taking your time to make this right, do whatever they like to please them tonight. You could have been with another, but you found each other. An unforgettable kiss that we both would miss. Inebriated by each other's loves, we can't get enough. It all started with words and a touch, new flavor, one that's burnt free. Just the moment is right, alone at last. Found that someone, go have some fun. Love only hurts by the wrong one. Your libido doesn't mean you can't have some fun. Through the crowd of people, your souls reached out with ironclad devotion, like a good movie with a roller coaster of emotions. Infatuated by each other's presence, the words have to be mentioned. Unconditional faithfulness eliminates much stress. Canalized and sensual speaking is always good when it's what the other one likes. That unforgettable kiss that we both would miss. Inebriated by each other's lust, we can't get enough. It all started with words and a touch, new flame of one that's burnt free. Just the moment is right, alone at last. When you're murdering speed. Role players stay the same, whatever adds sparks to this flame. Get them so hot they glow in the dark like a lava lamp. Once you put them through the pieces, loving each other's teeth. Compare both to the links you keep doing as you form a habit. Next time you're alone, you can capture this magic again, build on your repertoire. Switch things up and make them star. That unforgettable kiss that we both would miss. Inebriated by each other's lust, we can't get enough. It all started with words and a touch, new flame of one that's burnt. some sweet talk to get them in the mood, get them loose with the massage, feel their skin through your fingertips as the endorphin kicks in. You know it's working when you see that. Next thing you know, sex is in the air like an air freshener. Watch you both satisfied, enjoying the rush, at least side by side, enjoying every moment of the night, talking and staring each other's eyes. Like you two are the only two in the know. That unforgettable kiss that we both would miss. Inebriated by just lust, we can't get enough. It all start with words and a touch, new flame, one that's burned for ages. The moment is right, alone at last.
So there's that. So I'm just gonna pause it till I find the next song. So you can see here at the top where I have internet connectivity, but the hospital staff, this brown Asian guy is hacking my device. I haven't moved, so how did I lose connectivity? You know, they hack my mental health and my anxiety, and I had a medical marijuana prescription, but they haven't given me any marijuana in over a month to alleviate anxiety that they cause by hacking my brain. And these biological weapons on me. Once again, there's 187 countries that signed a treaty, and I'm going to form an international coalition and hunt them all down. So once again, the attendant, he's a geriatric guy. He just, my phone shouldn't have taken that long to load when I have at least 4 or 5G frequency, and you can see it's taking a long time to buffer. So I have one view. This song's called Blessed Up. It's a reggae song that I made. I did this while I was at the hospital. I filmed it with music. I found some reggae beats, but when I sang with my microphone, they made it so you couldn't hear the words. If not, it would have been really good. They don't like once again, it's showing that I have 4 bars right up here where it says 93%. It says full battery. Then right beside it, I have 4 out of 5 bars, meaning I should have internet connectivity. It shouldn't take this long to buffer. So again, all the perpetrators right there. And then back home, again, everybody that's at home, turn them off.
So I'm gonna, this is my song, Blessed Up. This is gonna be my Jamaican voice, man. My Jamaican voice. I mean, I gotta try to sing.
So once again, I have 4 bars. I shouldn't have lost connectivity. It shouldn't be buffering this long if they weren't, like if that old geriatric attendant wasn't hacking my phone. I asked him to plug
my Jamaican voice, man.
I asked him to plug my phone in twice yesterday. He failed to do so either time. I had 44% battery and then 12% battery because of him. He went, like, his only job is to plug in your phone, pour coffee for you occasionally. No, he doesn't even do that. That guy doesn't even do that. So his only job is to plug in your phone. And he couldn't even do that. The guy's like 7 years old. He needs to be retired to the grave.
Blessed up, need to go to the button. It doesn't matter, because I tried filming it with music, but you couldn't hear my voice. I found some reggae beats, and I need a mic for my cell phone. But he was blessed up. You need to go to the doctor for. Fuck yes. Fuck no. You mean the Scottish guy? You can do the Scottish accent now? Fuck no. Blessed up. And then Cheerio, Captain Cheerio, James Bond. I'm always on.
So, there was different people that were hacking me from being able to do it. So I had to kind of dial in once again and then to get the Jamaican accent. But penis envy stops me from being great.
Never been disowned. I'm a ninja. That's it. I'm a ninja. It's my James Bond voice. My James Bond voice. It's my Scottish voice. My Scottish balls voice. I got my balls hanging out of my cute voice. And then it's just my poon voice. My Jamaican poon voice. Blessed up, need to go to the doctor for a checkup. She saw the way I looked at her. Them need this man, can they handle him? Them need this man, can they handle him? Once unleashed, they will see his freak. As they grind it and move so slow. Feeling the rhythm, we grinded. She said dead with laughs and the panties came off. As I huffed and puffed and moved slow to the rhythm, I was gonna own her panani, so it will be the sheet. She'll never be forgetting me. Just so you know, they went to the hotel for a night call. She serviced him, she could tell by the grin on his chin. He reciprocated, he done her. Her eyes rolled with pheromones, the room was full, sex was in the air. That woman need this man. Can they handle him? Once unleashed, they will seize his freak. As they grind and move so slow, feel the rhythm. We grind. Blessed up, I need to go to the doctor for a checkup. She saw the way I looked at her. Them need this man. Can they handle him? Them need this man. Can they handle him? Once unleashed, they will seize his freak. Talking about my penis. She said Dad would laugh and the panties came off as I huffed and puffed and moved slow to the rhythm, hit your red in the pool. That beautiful flower, hour after hour, brought it to the shower. Soaked will be the sheets when she gets this Chris free. She'll never forget me. I was all teeth, blessed I be. She set him free, my penis. Her ecstasy was all I need. Her beautiful mature flower has been plucked before. I didn't mind. Nobody ever took her for this type of ride. That's alright, I'm hitting it tonight. We grinded. As her climax reached the peak, the morning sun came up. As her climax reached its peak, the morning sun came up. As her climax reached its peak, the morning sun came up. We had to get to sleep and get ready for round 3. So that's my Jamaican voice, and this is my sarcastic, funny voice. You mean the guy that can articulate his voice pretty funny? That guy. They call him walking piano mover.
Okay, so there's that song. And then let's see, this song I made while I was at the hospital here. This one's a country song. I couldn't put music to it because I'm not at the Toronto Reference Library. So Mr. Entertainment, I don't know what that one is, I forget, but I'm sure it's probably good. Let's see, pound for pound, so where is Tripping? So that one scar on my face is gone, so I had a scar on my face that disappeared. And then Cleopatra, for one of the patients here, she's really obese and she's balding, and she pretends that I'd want to have sex with her. So they moved some of my songs. As if I didn't put this on here. I didn't put it on YouTube. That sucks. So. No, I didn't. I just gotta find it here. Okay, well, I'll check. It's on my TikTok for sure, so I'll just find it on TikTok. But I wrote a song called Cheeky Panties. Cheeky panties are saying come spank me. And then another one, a funny one. She started wearing grandma panties like her ass died. And I cried like 1,000,000 times. What did I ever do to that ass? We used to have a blast. So I could be a stand-up comedian, a singer, pro athlete, rocket scientist, in the Canadian government.
These are officially 5 of the worst things in Canada. First, we got the examiners at Drive Test Ontario. Ontario has some of the worst drivers in the entire country, and it's only getting worse. This problem
Pause this. I don't want to.
Starts with the Muppets at Drive Test Ontario.
So right here, Wi-Fi paper currency stops the brown envelope bribes and organized crime. FAQ Canada. So when you pronounce it, it's FAQ Canada. So let's see. They're not letting me scroll up here. It's not responding because they wanted to give affinity to some pedophile. So I gotta pause it until I find that video. So TikTok, it's hard to get things. Like I made this video here about showing how I had clear mucus with green specks in it. And a nurse said that everybody has clear mucus, and I know that's a lie. You don't have clear mucus when you blow your nose. Like they just it's the organized organization at the Sioux Area Hospital. So let's see, I'm just gonna find, so I guess I'll play this. This video shows how, once again, up here at the top where it says 90%, you see my battery, then those 4 bars, that shows that I have internet connectivity, but they're taking a long time to reveal this. But this video right here where it shows the abs, it's gonna show people with generation 1 biology first, and then it's going to show my pectoral muscles at the end, reveal my generation 2 biology. That's why I'm so creative. I have twice as more creativity capabilities than people. And what uses me to exploit my intellectual. I got ripped off in innovation in a fourplex before. Doubled my money on the stock market in 16 days. And it takes, on a mutual fund, it takes at least 12 years to double your money, and I did it in 16 days. Right there. And even the other day, Tesla went down 14%, and I thought it'd go up the next day, so I would have bought it possibly, and it went up 5% the next day, so I would have made what is it, something like off per $1 million, I would have made something like $52,000 per $1 million invested. So I would have invested maybe $10 million of my money. I would have made about $520,000 in one day trading on the stock market.
Hands, you see how the pectoral is different than mine?
So you can see how his pectoral muscle only goes halfway up his pecs, and then watch when it goes to mine.
To show you mine, it's a general 1 biology. So this is my pectoral muscle. You'll see how it goes all the way up at the top. It goes all the way up there. It goes all the way up there. See how high it goes?
So they're making it so it didn't buffer. I lost connectivity at this point. So again, the Sioux Area Hospital staff, I'm a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy.
I got involved in biology.
So you can watch that video, but it proves that I have evolutionary biology. And once again, the hospital, they're denying me an x-ray, which would prove that I have unique skeleton. And they're not giving me a positron emission tomography, which would prove that I have, that I could control the chemicals in my brain. And right here, this picture right here, if you click on this video here, and my profile on TikTok is www.change.org/technology. It's a petition I created to privatize people's thoughts. So let's see. And this book right here, when I Google search my name's Christian Meyer, but when I Google search my name a few years ago, it came back with The Host by Stephanie Meyer talking about parasitic aliens. And then right here, you can see how I have a scar. It's a 25. It's because it's the year 2025. Okay, so I'm just trying to find the country song. Where the heck is it? I post a lot of videos. And you can see I don't get very many views on here. This is strategy for military. Went to war. So right here, you can see in this video how purple my hand is, but if I had any cardiovascular issues, it would have been exhibited in my forearms. And it wasn't in my feet, which would have been more prone in my feet because the veins are longer in my legs, meaning that my feet should be that color, but only my hands are, because they have cadavers connected to me with chemical electrolysis. And I'll be able to prove that in the future. It's in my earwax, the evidence, and in my perpetrator's earwax. So where is this song? I'm just gonna pause until I find this. I'm gonna have to click on several videos.
You only have 72 views, so you get suppressed on it.
So you can Google search, well, if you go to Chris Meyer Diggins, once again, I'm a blonde hair blue white guy. Go to Summer in Those Jeans. This is a country song I wrote, but I'm trying to play the one I just wrote while I was in the hospital here. I thought I'd seen it before. Like they're making it so I can't find it. Well, some of my ancestry, so it wouldn't be here. This one. Like it should say tripping. I should be able to see it. Oh, here we go. That's why I can't find it. I was looking for lyrics.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over it. So lost for words. How absurd, how to gain.
So they're making a buffer.
In the nerve, how to think of something.
So once again, it's showing that I have full connectivity. I'm a blonde hair, blue-eyed white guy. So then John V can't pretend to be me. I gave the guy a concussion with a punch when I was diminished. He's an idiot.
Fast. I'm hoping to make this one last. Tripped over my jaw. If you could only see what I saw, I could tell it was more than her body. She made something change inside of me. Actually made me the man I was meant to be. Just like in Texas Hold'em, I was all in from the start. Like my life was meant nothing up until this point. The point was mute. My brain could hardly compute what to say, but my smile did. And she seemed to notice. Tripped over my jaw. If you could only see what I saw, I could tell it was more than her body. She made something change inside of me. I knew she could set me free. When I looked into her eyes, I was mesmerized as her souls melted. If I could only tell you how this felt, the elixir of love, this is my only drug. If I was inside of her, I wouldn't want to close my eyes as her souls had nothing to hide. I knew if I were to die at the end of this moment, I knew I wouldn't be disappointed. I started to blush. You could tell this was more than a crush. Tripped over my jaw. If you could only see what I saw, I could tell this is more than her body. She made something change inside. She couldn't seem desperate, so I checked I couldn't seem desperate, so I checked myself. Complimented her on her style. She gave me the most beautiful smile. This drove me wild. Tripped over my jaw. If you could only see what I saw. My heart began to race. I wanted to suck on her lips and see if her lips had a taste. I have eyes for no other, like there is no other. This woman is the only one I see. Even if I were meant to live for eternity. Tripped over my jaw. If you could only see what I saw. I could tell it was more than her body. She made something change inside of me. I knew she could make me the man I was meant to be. This will set me free. My heart is normally locked in a box. She had the combination which I thought nobody could solve. She was like a pussycat toying with me like a mouse. Words could barely come out of my mouth. Couldn't stop smiling. I wouldn't want to make my move until she was ready. I'd read all the signals anxious like I wanted to yell bingo. But I would wait because I know this is my fate. When the time is right, I'm going for more than a night. I want her for life. And make this woman my wife. Tripped over my jaw. If you could only see what I saw. I know this is meant to be. She's the puzzle piece that I needed to set me free. Spiritually, she is my ecstasy. I was smitten. She was playful just like a kitten. So this is a country song I wrote for somebody else to perform. But anyways, Kelly, I hope you love it. And Chase, I hope you love it. Love you guys. Bye.
So anyways, maybe my son will perform it. He likes country music. But anyway, so that shows some of the stuff I could do. And so if you watch this video here, it shows this is my indigenous relations. And this video here shows my, like that map there, like it shows the entire world. I have genetic relations throughout the entire world. I look like pretty much anybody that was important throughout history. And so yeah, so this so leader of the world. So I get community rights violation. Oh, I guess one video to check on YouTube because they didn't let me post it on TikTok for some reason. I couldn't give sports advice without getting a community rights violation. So one of these golden sports advice must share. So I got one view, but I give advice for all sports. And the world uses my mind for strategy, so it's worth checking that out. Same with the poker advice. And then this is just for litigation. Christian Erik, Arne, Meyer versus Canada. It's going to be slam dunk. It's going to be a rout. Because the Canadian government isn't very precocious. They quickly lose focus. Because they are dim-witted. They are dim-witted motherfuckers.